What's up, guys? This is your boy James, aka 68J, coming to you on this, what is it, Wednesday. And I'm super excited, guys, as we have one hell of a show for you guys today. I'm going to make a couple announcements before we get started because I noticed it's taking me, I got to figure out how to get live a little sooner than I'm getting live. And so there's some people that I have on my text message, in my text messages that I text message. I'm glad to see Jay Henry here. I can see some of the people I'm messaging like Marvin Davis, Jay Henry, that they're always very attentive. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start going around and deleting those that I don't even see come in. It's like I'm texting for no reason. That's how it is, though. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start deleting and then trying to add people into groups that, like if Jay Henry knows Marvin Davis, there's no reason for me to send out a text to, 30 people, and it's just taking me way too long. So as I get better at this and what have you, and then some people I will not even add you in a group text. I've had some people say, "Oh, don't worry about texting me," or whatever. So I just got to figure out a way to go live sooner and not have the intro be so long. So I'm gonna work on those things, and I think the first step is eliminating the text message blast that I try to put out to everyone. So with that being said, we got an interesting show. We got a lot to talk about. We have one of my posts that just went crazy. I'm going to say viral compared to a lot of my other expos. It stirred up some stuff this morning in not a bad way. We, like 90% of the messages were intelligent. You had lawyers chiming in. You had some really high profile people chime in. Then you had, those people who just don't get a clue. And there's nothing wrong with that. But then you also have some dumbass haters. And you know how that is. And it just kind of reminded me when I this morning when I was looking at everything, I said, you know what? I'm glad I'm the size, as far as this community that we are, because it's like when things go viral, especially like on X, it reminds me of why I don't really care to have, thousands of responses. I mean, I know that earns money, but I figured out how to earn money in other ways, like knowing what the hell I hold, doing my research and being in crypto. But, I think for me, when you've been like a lot of people who thrive on that, they're trying to build communities, they're trying to make money and all that stuff. I get it. And I think I'm not trying to be a hater on that aspect. It's just that I spent so many years on some of the biggest stages around the world motivating. Anthony Randa knows what I'm talking about. John Singh knows what I'm talking about. Mike O knows what I'm talking about. Sly Fox knows what I'm talking about. Anybody who's been my friend for 10, 15, 20, 30 years and remembers my history. I just don't have the what is it? That's not an attraction for me, like sitting here and worrying about thousands and thousands and thousands. I did that, done that, been there. And I'm happy to have my community. I'm happy to have the Crypto for Life Chicago Coin family and the XRP community that are tuned in. It's nice, it's intimate, it's real. And I love you guys. And I know the feeling is mutual. So for me, that past life of being up on stage in front of people here on the internet is not that attractive because, at least I can see the people I'm dealing with. On the internet, you have no idea, 90% of the people you're dealing with are just clueless. And you can see that. And I can definitely see that in one of the posts. And I'll share that post here in a little bit. But before we get started, let's say what's up to the family. I just want to make sure I brought up those couple things. Hustle Hard in Crypto in the house. DCA Crypto Dave in the house. We've got Daniel R. Smith. Good day, sir. Good day, my brother. Good to see you. Marvin Davis, the man, the myth, the Davis, one of the most original, just real dudes, him, Jay Henry, and many of you guys that are here. I just appreciate you guys and your realness. Jay Henry, another one of my good buddies. Who else up in here? Anthony Wanner, the man, the myth, the Wanner. That's my dog right there. Appreciate you, Anthony, in a major way. One of the real ones as well. And it says Anthony Wanner, 22-month member. Now I'm gonna say if I've had this. So for those of you guys that know. My name is James, aka 68J. I've been in crypto since 2017, documenting my journey in the evolution of money. Now, been in since 17, started the channel about 2 years and 8 or 9 months ago. I can't remember exactly. But I know a lot of you guys are day ones. I know Anthony channel, he had to re-up his channel, so he's been around since day one. A lot of you guys been around since day one, but Anthony, I appreciate you, brother, and thank you for being one of our OGs in the space. It means the world to me. Your support means the world to me, as it does with everyone who is here. We love that this community is tight, full of winners. I'm going to tell you right now, guys, we are tight. We are right. We're always on point. We keep it real. The people are amazing. The events that we just started, the XRP Las Vegas meetup, I'm just so excited about next year. And, it's going to be great to be able to look up at each individual person here that I know, that I love and care about, that loves and cares about me as a person, as one of their members of this space. And as I look up and see millionaire after millionaire after millionaire after millionaire, I can't wait till the day where all this, manipulation and crap is gone. I can look up and go, good morning, crypto millionaires. It's just going to feel good as hell. I'm looking forward to it. No cap. All right, let's get right into it, guys. Market cap, talking about cap. Right now it's $3.8 trillion. What's going on? Bitcoin took a dip. When it dips, we dip. Just like that. Don't trip. Buy the dip. It's at 116,803. Now, I noticed some coins that didn't dip as hard. Shouts out to those that didn't dip. I see that there's some coins out there that's doing this thing. Constellation. Where's it at right now? Okay, it seems like it's still in a little bit of a down one right now. I know DAG was on fire for a minute. What else has been doing pretty good? I'm going to give some Zebek was on fire, still on fire, up damn near double since a week ago or something like that. What else has been on fire? XCN doing this thing. I won't say it's on fire, but it's doing this thing. So a lot of coins, guys, we had a little bit of a hiccup with Bitcoin. It brought the markets down. Ethereum stayed strong over that 3,700 mark. XRP held $3 very well. Very well. We got BNB right now at 784. Get back up towards that $800 mark. Solana right now at 175. We got Dogecoin at 21 cents. TRX right now at 32 cents. ADA at 75 cents. There goes your top 10 coins. We got Sui right now at 377. XLM doing this thing at 40 cents. Was affected by that little bit of a pullback dip. Chainlink right now, that was Stinky Linky. You know how we like Link. We like Link a lot. When I say Stinky Linky, people probably think it's not stinky. No, it just rhymes. Stinky Linky. 1740. We got H right now at 25 cents. That's $44. Good Lord, huh? One day you won't be able to say that. AVAX right now at 23.20. Also, guys, remember, nothing we talk about on this show should ever be considered or deemed financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. TON right now at 334. Shiba coming in at 4 zeros and a 1. Boy, barely held on to that damn one. Huh? Shiba, what's going on with Shiba? Uniswap right now, 984. DOT at 376. Crow at 13 cents. Guys, we got Aave right now at 273. We got, let's make it clear, at 261. And, guys, it's funny because I kind of want to speak on this a little bit. Shiba being number 22, there's a lot of people that's mega bullish about, certain assets. And there's certain assets I just don't think, and I'm not specifically talking about Shiba. I don't think, because there's a time, remember I told you 2021, I saw Shiba get up over 800 something thousand in its value just based off what I was holding personally. But I just don't think the hype cycles or the fluff and all that stuff, I'm gonna get into that because I posted. I don't want to overlap what I got on extra talk about. But some of these assets, I don't know if they're gonna get back to where they're at, because I think we're getting into utility, real world use cases for assets. So all that hype and all that, this is gonna do this and get this and get that, and I don't want to. There's a bunch of them I want to name out, and I'm not gonna do it, but they capture people's imagination. They throw a bunch of zeros. They get people all hyped up, and the truth be told, the moments are gone. Not every coin's going to return back to where it was at. I know that's hard to swallow for a lot of people, but that's a freaking fact. You'll find out the hard way. Been around long enough to figure that one out. Crow is at 13 cents. We got Aave right now at 273. Let's keep going down. I think I got some of these already. ICP right now, 538. We got OKB at 47.71. Matic right now at 21 cents. We got Algo doing this thing at 25 cents. Man, these coins right now, $4 for $1. They're going to make you want to holler at some point. Just saying. Got that traditional coffee today. That ice crack is not... I had to take a break, man. I was buying that iced coffee almost every day. I was like, good Lord. Huh? Like I was going to sleep and running at the same damn time. How the hell you do that? We got Mike Owen house. That's my dog. Mike Owen in the house. We got Roderick Sumner in the house. We got Jose. What's up, Jose? Good to see you, Jose. Oh, y'all don't realize we got a hell of a show. We're going to talk about some things today. You damn straight. We've got, let's see, we went over Algo, $4 for $1. VeChain right now is at 2 cents. We got, let's see, Trump coin, still far stretch from where it was at that $75. We got Filecoin right now at 246. Flare, don't you dare sleep on Flare. It's at 2 cents. Remember that thing just like a penny just a while ago? XTC is on fire. Not like Mariah in the 80s, but damn it, it's up there. It's at number 66 on CoinMarketCap. Just released on Binance US. XTC making big moves. And I saw the CEO come on and say they got some things they're working on ETFs. We're going to be filing our ETFs with the SEC, where a lot of people can file. Let's hope it goes through. And obviously we can see that right now with XRP and other things pending. Jupiter right now is at 51 cents, guys. We've got QNT right now, Quant at 118, INJ right now 1770. I'm sorry, 1379. Somebody goes, oh my God, let me check my bag. That was my bad. XTX right now at 74 cents, guys. Stacks, just like the song we play here each and every day called Stack It Up by my man Crypto Tales. I haven't seen Crypto Tales in a while. I got to call that brother and see how you doing. Montani in the house. Don't you dare forget about Flare. Hell no, you better not. Optimism right now. We got a lot of it right now, even though the market pulled back a little bit, 70 cents. Fart coin ain't going to talk about it. Do I need to? 106? Good Lord. I did it. Graph right now, GRT right now is 9 cents, guys. We got dog with hat, monkey with scarf, skunk with G-string, whatever you got. God bless you. Let's see here. What else we got? XTZ to OG at 82 cents, guys. We got Theta right now at 82 cents. IOTA is a big deal at 19 cents. That's what, 5 for a dollar? Good Lord. Jasmine at 1 cent. Gala make you want to holler. I don't know about 1 cent. Sandbox right now. Metaverse is still hot until it's not. Drop it like it's hot. I got some land out there. It's been a while since I've been on the Sandbox in the Metaverse, or what's the other one? Decentraland. Haven't seen it in the top 100 for a while. BTT, Justin Sun got 2 in the top 100. All right, coming in at number 100 is Plyth. Let's get right into it. Got a lot to talk about. Montani. All right, guys. They continue to hold things back, don't they? Surprised, stupid, or strategic. I think I meant to put suppressed. I put surprised, stupid, or strategic. I meant to put suppressed. Oh, God. All right. So anyways, this is about this post here by Watcher Guru. Says 212 million liquidated from the cryptocurrency market in the past 60 minutes. Some of it came back just a little bit, poquito. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about why the SEC versus Ripple, all this controversy. Why is everything being held back? Why does it seem like this has been going on forever and we can't get simple damn answers? We're going to talk about that in a minute. Post-chain still pumping. Huh? I see it. Huh? I see it. How you say this? Don't know it? Britver. All right, guys, we got a lot to talk about. Let's get it going. Banks and the U.S. in 2030. Surprise. Gotcha. That's just how I feel like it's going to be, guys. You know, like you see Jamie Dimon now playing the game. You know, Warren Buffett. You know, I ain't never going to buy Bitcoin. But he didn't say that his companies wouldn't buy companies that own Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? I just think that banks in the U.S. in 2030, quote, what they're going to say is, surprise, got your ass, you should have held on. I'm just saying, they always knew it was XRP and the XRP ledger. You damn straight. Riddle me this is what we're talking about today. Why Ripple and XRP took all that shikaka. I don't mean shikaka coin. I mean all that shiznit, whatever you want to say. Richard Hart from Post Chain beat the SEC. He ain't beat shit. I'm sorry, guys. Stop. Let me stop. Guys, I don't mean be disrespectful and not to you, Brett VR, but that just kind of hit a nerve because he didn't actually beat the SEC. Okay? He was a beneficiary of them bending the fact that, you know, which also gave Trump a free pass of that damn Trump coin, the Melania coin and everything else, and which is also Tua girl got away with, you know, whoever was surrounding that got paid and never faced consequences. The ultimate rug pull and never faced consequences. So it's not, look, I don't got nothing against Richard Hart or Pulse Chain. I don't. But if you do enough research and do enough due diligence, you come up with your own, you know, assumption of that situation. He was very fortunate, and so was that community. Very fortunate that they were, you know, the Trump coin coming out was very advantageous for a lot of people. Let's just put it that way. And the fact that certain things were bent and certain things were, and that's why you got, you know, some of these demigods out there that are rightfully mad. You know, I'm not saying everything they're mad about because they're mad about a little bit too much, but some things were like hitting. Let's just say people got blessed in disguise of what happened with Trump and Melania Cohen and all other stuff that came in, and Trump's aggressive play on crypto in the beginning, when it, you know, again, it should have been more about the American people and American assets rather than pushing their own narrative. But at the end of the day, that's why Richard Hart and Pulse Chain beat the SEC, not because they beat them, because they were gifted a free pass. Facts. All right. I've been around 2017. I know the story. I know the story. Go online and look at all the videos of my man out there shopping with people's money. Just saying. Let me stop. All right. Riddle me this. Why Ripple and XRP? The government know the answer. Or the banks, the U.S. and the government. That's what it is. The government, the U.S. and the banks know the answer. And the answer is why it's the greatest opportunity in all of crypto, in my opinion. You got to know what you hold. That riddle, if you can, that's the thing right there, guys. Everybody talks about, the Riddler and all these riddles with XRP. If you can, it's when you can solve that. Not look for answers, not try to get the quick little, when you can do your, because this, guys, remember, I don't give a damn what anyone says. I don't even care what I say. What I say and what I do has no influence on the next person, right? There's levels to this, and people got in at different times. This is something we were just having a conversation with the other day. People, there's people waiting for a $10 XRP, and there's people who got an XRP early and already made millions. So there's different levels. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. And I do my best not to say anything I personally done because people, and that's why people don't get on my stream now, because they're just a bunch of haters. And that's a freaking fact. I can call them up, but I'm not going to. I'm not in that business. I can see when I don't see them here. But the point I'm trying to make, guys, is that there's levels to this. There's people who got into Bitcoin early, and there's still people waiting for Bitcoin to go to $1 million before they get rich. Well, there's people already worth millions and billions of dollars. There's people who, what's so crazy? There were people who were millionaires in Bitcoin when it got to $1. That's what's so crazy. When it got to a freaking $1, they're already millionaires. If you remember in that damn video I showed, and I don't want to get too much into this because I got a lot to talk about, but if you remember in that video I showed what one of XRP's early haters that now support us, if you go back and you listen somewhere in here, he talks about, one Bitcoin for $1, but he also talks about how people were already thanking him for becoming millionaires already at $1. At $1. So there's levels to this. That's what I'm saying. $3 made people millionaires already with XRP. $5, $10, people. I'm gonna just move on. There's people, guys, who, yeah, I know people right now that where they're at right now based off of not stories, like factual connections that I know through multiple sources that y'all respect. I know there's people right now that if XRP hits $6, they're a billionaire. A billionaire at $6. Regular folks. I ain't talking about exchanges and regular ass people that I know on a first name freaking basis. Facts. I'm just saying, man. So there's different levels. So at the end of the day, you get in when you fit in. So pump it up. Pump it up. Shouts out to X Lloyd, my dog. Shout out to the Crypto for Life family, man. X Lloyd, you one of the real ones. It was a pleasure and an honor meeting my brother. As soon as I saw him, I said, is that my cousin? Let me stop. Instant family. X Lloyd, appreciate you, my brother. Much love to you and all that you do. And that virtual hug you just gave your boy means the world to me, man. Thank you so much for being a real one. Knew as soon as I met that brother in Vegas, I said, that dude, real one, my brother. Appreciate you in a major way. Great show. Thank you so much, BitVR. Appreciate you in a major way, guys. All right, let's keep it going. We got lots to talk about. Riddle me this. You solve that damn riddle, you're going to get rich. All right. Surprise. I'm not. What are we talking about? Breaking. The White House Digital Asset Report does not include details about the strategic Bitcoin reserve. Oh my goodness. Really? You mean tell me that didn't reveal anything? Look, the story is not in what they say. The story sometimes in what they do. You ever hear that story that sometimes the first thing you say is the thing that you really meant? Anybody ever hear that before? The first thing you say is the thing you really meant, right? What was the first thing Trump did? Trump is a loose cannon. Trump posts what he wants to post. And before anybody, they didn't know what he was doing. David Sachs didn't have no idea until he did it. And he went on Truth Social, said, USA Crypto Strategic Reserve, XRP, ADA, Solana. And then someone was like, oh, and it was about 15 minutes before he put Bitcoin ETH. Somebody hit him up and said, damn, Trump, you forgot Bitcoin and Ethereum. He said, oh, my bad. And went back on and added Ethereum, Bitcoin. And then shortly after, what did we hear? Oh, it's going to be a part of the crypto strategic stockpile. Bitcoin's going to be part of it. They were quick to fix that statement. But he knew. He knew because he had met with Trump. I mean, he had met with Brad Garlinghouse and Stuart Alderete, having that damn beef bourgeois. He was excited. They say, Trump, you about to be rich. You missed Bitcoin, but you ain't miss XRP. You might have missed Bitcoin, but your ass and your I'm just talking what I think I know, man. Come on now. When you connect the damn dots, it all lines up. Huh? 6 meetings? Brad is one of the very few CEOs in crypto that was on the right of Trump during the crypto summit. Come on now, stay with me. Brad Garlinghouse speaking at the Senate hearing. One of the very few people that had beef bourguignon when other CEOs were trying to just have brunch. They were having beef bourguignon, whatever the hell you call it. Oh God, When he says buy one, he says buy one worth of bitcoins. Yeah, that it was cheap. I'm telling you, $1 worth of bitcoins, right? It was cheap. It might not even been $1 at that time. I'm just telling you guys, like, oh Lord. Sometimes, one of my favorite games was Connect the Dots, and I know Mike O is a master of connecting the dots. Some of y'all are masters at connecting the dots. There's people who play the game, connect the dots, do their own research, right? Pay attention, know what's going on, know what they hold. There's people who watch the game, have no effing idea what's going on. They just sit back and, and they'll watch and talk crap with nothing. It's a crap coin. How much you got? Nothing. How much crypto you got? I got like my whole portfolio is like $1.50. But they got all the people who watch the game. Then there's people who don't even know there's a game being played. There's people who don't, and there's people who are watching also that are waiting for regulatory clarity so they can jump their ass in the game. And that's a lot of big money people. So I'm just saying, whether you're playing it, whether you're watching it, and if you don't know there's a game being played, that's kind of hard right now at this point. But it's a fact that less than 5% of the world is even in crypto. Your ass is early. You know you're going to be rich? I think people need, no, in fact, no. I think when we talk about it in BitVR. We talk about it. Yeah, you're right. No, you're 1,000 people, because there's been people back in the day, news outlets, and Ripple is tearing it up right now. Ripple's number 3 on CoinMarket. No, Ripple ain't number 3 on nothing. Ripple holds a lot of XRP, but you're right. XRP and Ripple are two different things. I just think a lot of what Ripple's focused on is surrounded by XRP, XRPL, and therefore a lot of times in our minds, like when we look at stellar lumens and when we look at a company and an asset, we put those things together. And sometimes, in talking, you can get lost connecting the two. But yeah, very, very different, not the same. Yeah, definitely that. So shouts out to you on that one. Okay, what else? DC crypto. Where we at? The first 3 are the most important facts. Let's see. We got so much to talk about. Let me get into it, guys. I'm gonna read some more stuff here in a minute. I felt like let me see. Hold on a second. I felt like I know someone that bought 3,000 of little 3 that bought, I think you meant 3,000 of Lil Pepe pre-sale. Now is $1 million. Okay. My average XRP is 30 cents. That's only from, but see, here's the crazy thing about it. This is from a man, my average XRP is 30 cents, but that's only from that, what you did a couple years back. Or almost a couple years, I bought a boatload more at 17 cents. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody's story is different. There's going to be people, and this was so crazy, guys. Like, you guys understand the stuff that you're saying, like X-Lloyd and some of you guys, legendary. Because they're look, man, when you think about the amount of people that are in crypto right now, and all the there's a lot of, when people got into Bitcoin, when Da Vinci J was on there and Mike was talking about this right here, when he got in and he was talking about buy one Bitcoin, and I'm a player, so we hear what Mike's talking about.
You're not going to listen to that advice, most of you. And it's kind of sad because, I was proud of the fact that once at least 5 people have become either millionaires or well off.
Millionaires and well off before $1. And this is not about Bitcoin. This is about understanding what you hold in the position you're in. This is about the Model T, and you got the goddamn opportunity to get the Lambos and the Bentleys of the industry. Those vehicles or those assets, if you will, in that analogy, that are going to change everything. You got a chance right now to go back and repeat what happened on a bigger level. Now, I'm not talking about 50 cent Bitcoin or what, but I'm talking about an asset that has been said by multiple brilliant people who have written, groups of people gotten together who got together and published like the VTHO XRP evaluation and things like that. Just many smart people, lawyers, brilliant people in the space that have come up with these crazy numbers that no one can think of. And it was the same damn crazy numbers this dude had thought about back in there. 100,000 people. Like, you got to be out your damn mind. $100? Are you crazy? It's less than $1. How about you get your ass to $10 for it? Haven't we heard that before? Haven't we heard that before? It ain't never getting to 100. Oh, we got to 10, but that was one of those can't get right mistakes. It's going back to 0. And now that same damn asset that started off at 4 freaking cents that he was yelling out to get 1 for $1 or some for $1 had a little bit of a pullback and it still just came back up to $117,265.50. Wake your ass up. That's what I'm here for, not the damn, how much money did you make on YouTube, Jay? How much did you make on X, Jay? No. I can't even talk about how much I made in crypto because people start hating. One of those early dudes. I'm just telling you, not Bitcoiner. I mean, Bitcoin $3,500 early, if you want to call that early. But the point I'm trying to make going back to X Lloyd is there's going to be people who get in at, like, here's the thing. Here's what's so crazy. Think about the fact that Michael Saylor and a lot of these guys. Now, Kathy Woods, I read her story with ARK Investments when she started buying. I think it was like pre-10,000 or right around that mark, somewhere around that $10,000 mark. But most of the big guys that are in it now, like the Larry Fink, these guys, look, man, when you come into something that late, like Michael Saylor said, most of his counterparts, most of the people in that position came in at 25. They needed to see that it was solid, based off of, even though it was volatile, based off of it hitting and surpassing that $25,000 that it was that much adoption, that much potential, and they jumped in. But what did it do for the people who got in when Da Vinci J was saying, get some for $1, some for $1, $1 freaking dollar? Institution blew it up. Now, here's a little bit of a cheat sheet for a little bit of a, I'm trying to give y'all some game here, guys. Institutional investors, big money guys like Michael Saylor, Kathy Woods, they're not even getting into XRP yet. They're not going to, not yet. And if they are, now I'm not saying some of them aren't right now. We just don't know. I'm sure BlackRock and these guys got their bags packed, but it's the same thing as before. They're waiting to see regulatory clarity. They're waiting to see, I think at this point, they're not stupid. They're not stupid. They watch what happened with Bitcoin. They got it wrong with that. Here goes this digital gold, this store of value. And now all of a sudden this thing, that was one of the things I used to ask myself so early, like, how do they not see it? They see it. That's the part. That's the game. That's the game. They see it and they're acting stupid. They're seeing it and they're not acknowledging it at all. BlackRock, Michael, none of them. How do you not? They got a Woody over Solana. They just going right. Some of these guys are going right. Oh, what is that? Dogecoin, let me get some. It's in the top 10. It's in the top 20. Now, how the hell do you look past the number 3 asset? Even the number 6 when the lawsuit was going. They're not. They're getting those back. You hear about all those over-the-counter transactions, right? But the point I'm making is a lot of, and it's not even about retail, right? It's not that big money ain't going to make the type of impact that institutional money is going to make. Right? 14% of Swift in by 2030. The point I'm trying to make is when those big dogs do come in, when more stories like the story I heard of a guy putting he bought XRP at 50 cents, he put 125 million in. Or another person, XRP at 50 cents, put 50 million in. Wait until all those guys start coming. And they're not coming in until everything is done. Everything is settled. Guys, you guys are so far ahead of the game. That's the point I'm trying to make. You're so far ahead of the stinking game. And that's why we put, I don't sit there and post because I'm stupid. I post know what you hold because I hope you know what you hold. Warren B. Freeze in the house. Huh? Big Bro 10 in the house. Adam 500. Good to see you guys. Okay, we got a hell of a show. I got to get on track. We got a hell of a show. Okay. Pay attention to the one that was attacked the most. It's sometimes when you simplify things, when you zoom out. See, the problem with, this is an individual race. This ain't one of those races where we're all on the race line and we're handing off batons like a team race. This is golf, not basketball. This is golf, not football. This is golf, not baseball. This is an individual sport that you got to get right. Because you could think you're on a team, I'm part of this community, and they told me it's going to 0, and it's a scam. And meanwhile, you don't know what the hell they're doing behind those closed doors. They're packing their damn bags. That's why you see people like Da Vinci J and Carl Moon, these guys, and Crypto, XRP to the moon, baby. That's not what you were saying a year ago. I'm just saying, or 9 months ago. So pay attention to the one that was attacked the most by the government, America, in the banking institution. That's what those emojis are. I didn't want to write it all out. There you'll find the biggest opportunity and the truth. And the truth. You ever hear your mom say, if they pick on you, it's because they like you. If they pick on you, it's because they really like you. Facts. Coinbase to introduce new XRP and Solana product. Guys, you got to stay with me. We got a lot to talk about today. Coinbase to introduce new XRP and Solana products. Nano XRP and Solana futures are set to be launched by Coinbase Derivatives. A lot of things going on with Coinbase. I'm not going to get too much into this, guys, but if you guys get a chance, make sure you go read it. I see that I'm already 35 minutes in, but make sure you guys check that. I know Coinbase got a lot of stuff going on right now, and there's some stuff I'm going to get to in a second. I'm all in with zero regrets. Facts. And I'm not just talking about the things I've listed here. I'm talking about crypto. What the F are we doing here? This was a repost, guys. I saw this on my deal, and I was going down my deal and start laughing. You guys remember the Beavis and Butthead thing? Oh my God. I would play it, but I'm going to get flagged for it. So we're just going to move past it. Unusual Wells put out, Bank of America, BAC says, there will be no Fed rate cuts this year. Well, there you have it. Huh? Powell? Powell manipulation? What's going on? You tell me. Breaking, no one gives a crap. Huh? Right here, this is based off of Crypto Briefs. And breaking, the SEC approves in-kind creations and redemptions for crypto ETPs. And my thing is breaking, no one gives a crap. Fact. Until the SEC versus Ripple appeal is fully dismissed and resolved, no one is even trying. I know I'm not. Rock Bank becomes first ever UAE bank to offer crypto trading for retail customers. Tradable assets include XRP, BTC, ETH, and Solana. Make sure you guys go do some research on that. Ripple patents instant payments as XRP futures hit 8.8 billion. Something huge is brewing, and the chess pieces are all being put in place for something massive. You guys want to check that out, make sure you guys hit this link. Has a nice little breakdown. I got too much to talk about, so we're going to move past that as well. But the link is there. All right, do they think we're stupid? Now, this guy is just kind of crazy. I posted this 3 hours ago, and it went crazy. It went nuts. Everybody jumped in. I had lawyers jump in. You know, so many people jumped in and had opinions on this. And 90 probably percent was good. 5% were questioning, what was going on. And, 5% were, hey, XRP is a crap coin. It's crap. It's Chicago. It's going to nothing, all that kind of stuff. But I'm going to read it to you slow, and then you can see why it went kind of, honestly, I'm going to say somewhat viral, because 72,000 views in 3 hours, 877 likes, still getting them, 176 shares, 138 comments, going crazy. So let's see what 6-8 put 3 hours ago that went crazy. I said, do they think we're stupid? Do they think we're stupid? Shouts out to Silver Days XRP. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you in a major way. My family, me familiar. Greatest family on planet Earth. EARF. You damn straight. All right, so here was the deal. Do they think we're stupid? We were told the SEC and Ripple wanted to settle for $50 million instead of $125 million set by Judge Torres. Okay, we were told that. We were also told both sides were ready to drop their appeals against each other. Remember that? We're ready. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready. Okay, what happened? We were told we just needed Judge Torres to accept the new state settlement terms. That's all we need. We're ready. We're going to take less. We're going to give less. We just need Judge Torres to sign off on it. Okay, what happened with that? We were told the SEC would be 100% transparent and different under the new leadership of Paul Atkins. Just be transparent. Let the American people know what's going on. Stop all the manipulation. Stop all the strategic, plans to let people get their pockets fat and everything else. So they gave us a little taste. They like, taste that. And they let go of the Hot Tua girl thing and the Coinbase suit and Richard Hart, since, my man brought it up in here, and all these just one after another. We're like, oh, shoot, we next. Oh, hell yeah, we next. Oh, I feel that we next. And we all sitting back watching. You're dismissed like the Oprah show. You got a car and you got a car and you're dismissing. Oh, Richard Hart went out shopping with everybody's money. You're dismissing. Hot Tour got people for 100 plus million. You're dismissing. We're like thinking, well, damn. What about the case that was rigged from the start? Rigged from the start by Fruition Productions. We knew it was full of crap. We knew they set out to try to destroy this company, Ripple, and the greatest asset known to man that was number 2 at one point, for a brief moment, number 1. How is that? Why did they go after him? We were looking for some transparency, Paul. And Paul just came in and played a different game. I'm not saying Paul's bad. I'm just saying it's a different game. A different game. Yeah, still a game, because you can't be, look, guys, you can't be political. There's nothing about a politician that thinks about the people first. That is a freaking fact. And here, let me just give you a little bit of that. Because I'm still more happier that we have Trump than Biden. The dark cloud is gone. Kamala would have made it worse. Elizabeth is just running her mouth. At this point, no one gives a damn. Gary is gone. But at the end of the day, making America great again is still the objective, and I still believe in that wholeheartedly. But when you come out and the first thing you launch is Trump coin and Melania coin, and it ain't about the strategic reserve of the stockpile, I'm just saying. Damn it, let's move on. All right. God dang it. Okay, so anyways, I said, yet we, the XRP holders, community, XRP army, are still sitting here waiting after every other case the SEC had against other crypto companies and projects where some obviously committed crimes and were meme schemes totally got dismissed. And yet the SEC versus Ripple case is still pending after years of waiting, years of going through it. Some of these guys had cases for a month. I mean, few months, 6 months, maybe a year, 4 freaking years, and we're still waiting after obvious schemes and obvious crimes were committed. I'm just saying. All right. And yet the SEC versus Ripple case is still pending after all these years because the SEC is purposely, strategically, in a puppet type way, dragging their feet on dismissing their appeal. Why? That is the $1 trillion question. It's the same question on why they went after Ripple in the first place. Why they tried to call and deem the XRP a security. Why Gary never gave up. Why they were so relentless after this American company full of integrity, doing everything right, checking, dotting the I's and crossing T's, did everything they could to meet with them. Why? That's the $1 trillion question. And now more than ever, we see manipulation at its finest. In my opinion, there's something huge being planned. Stay with me here. This ain't bad. Stay with me here, damn it. Okay, I know some of you guys, 6'8", you're being negative. No, stay with me. And now more than ever, we can see manipulation at its finest. Just strategic to give the good old boys time to catch up, I believe. To give the banks. You guys got to understand, I don't care who you are. If you're political, there's a reason you wanted to be in a political position in the first place. And I don't give a damn who says what. Ain't no political preacher trying to save nobody. It's about positioning themselves, sometimes even above the law is what they think. Positioning for personal gain. You don't think Trump wants to be one of the richest guys in the world, the billionaire above? I'm just saying, all of them. That's why the Yellens and the Warrens and all these people are worth hundreds of millions, tens of millions, but their salary doesn't. I'm telling you, they're protecting their corrupted strategies. They're protecting how they got there. Don't nobody want to see that damn funnel of corrupted money, of basically duping the American people while you get rich. Nobody wants to see that faucet get cut off. That's why the lawsuit happened. That's why. They saw an opportunity. It was like, oh, damn, we can't stop it. And Ethereum said, but we could tell you how to slow some of it down. Yeah. Huh? And now more than ever, we can see manipulation at its finest. In my opinion, there is something huge being planned for XRP and XRPL. I'm not saying it's only XRP. That's not what I'm saying. There's other amazing projects out there. But we're going to talk about the damn project that was attacked. ADA wasn't attacked. XLM wasn't attacked. Algo wasn't attacked. HBAR wasn't attacked. XDC wasn't attacked. So shut your ass up for those who are, you were talking about, yeah, the one that was attacked. That's what we're talking about. That's the thing that's the riddle that has to be answered, because when we can answer that, it frees everything. Everything. You notice when the Ripple versus the XRP lawsuit got a little clarity, it helped the entire market, not just XRP. It's helping clarity. It's helping get everything in place for everyone to shine. There's a lot of coins that won't have to go through what XRP went through because XRP and Ripple went through it. They paid. They played. They won. Facts. I'm hyped up, guys. Damn, coffee is strong. Let's keep it going. Huh? I'm not saying XRP's on one, but damn it, how much more obvious can they be? And for the first time, I don't think it's just the SEC playing this game. I don't. We can't blame Gary no more. I mean, we could, but that's over. We can't blame Elizabeth anymore. We can't blame Sleepy Joe anymore for holding us back. No, there's something bigger in play, and I believe Trump, the SEC, and Ripple are all in on it. And I don't think it's a bad thing either. I don't. I think it's a life-changing thing for those who are positioned accordingly. It's the biggest riddle. It's the piece of the puzzle that everybody's been trying to figure out. That's what it is. That's what it is. There's a game being played. And the game is not being played in the benefit of you and I in the sense of individually, but as a whole, to get this financial system, this banking system to the next level away from the old ways of doing things. Days, not seconds. No, we're seconds, not days. It's not meant for you. It wasn't meant for us. So they cause this chaos so we can go back and say, let me go get this Stickum coin. And let me go get the Skunk G-String coin with all the zeros. It got 15 zeros in one day. And sometimes you can get, I would say lucky. Sometimes you can find some 10% that are amazing out there. That could get you rich. But Bitcoin happened and most people didn't get it. And then some of those developers went out and created something to be better in every way. And they knew it. And it shined. Oh my God, did it shine. It had a moment where it went from pennies to $3.84, 60 something, whatever it was in Japan and whatever, $3 and something cents. And it went to number 2 and it outshined Ethereum and it outshined Bitcoin at one point. And truthfully, it still outshines. It's just a different game. All right. It's a different game. And they did everything they could to stifle innovation, stop it, destroy it, hurt it, set it back, knowing that there was nothing they could really do. They knew that it's kind of like they knew the outcome before the outcome even came. They knew they didn't have a chance. They tried, they lied. They were found guilty of lying. Judges called them out. Attorneys quit. And we still won 6-0. And this last little bit is what we're talking about. This last little, why are we still in this? Why are we still waiting? That part. That's the part. That's the part. The part that blessed so many people to get it at 50 cents and below. The part that's still blessing people to be able to get it for $3. When that part is gone, when that answer is answered, when that question is answered, and when we're sitting at $10 or $50 or $25, the opportunity is not the same. Facts. I believe Trump, the SEC, and Ripple are all in on it. I don't think it's a bad plan. I just think it's a plan that's not in retail best interest. I don't think it's a plan where it's like, hey, these guys went through enough. No, screw them. Really. I don't think it's a bad thing. It's a life-changing thing for those who are positioned accordingly. Don't let them shake you out. That's what they're trying to do. They're still trying to shake folks out. In my opinion, they want weak hands to sell their XRP. Not financial advice, just my 2 cents, my 2 Satoshis, or my 2 drops. And that went viral. That little thing went viral. As far as, 3 hours ago, to me that went viral, Anyways, let's move on. Where are we at here? Let's move on. Oh, gosh. 74. Just since we were talking, 2,000 more views. Just as we were talking. It's just crazy. Anyway, let's move on. Banks are quickly adopting. Let's go to some of the people in the chat here. Lloyd said the S word, crypto utility ownership will be a low percentage with, what is that? 10KX volume. People still don't know. Exactly. And guys, here's the thing. There's such a big game being played because look, man, if they made this easy, you know how many people would be packing the bags of XRP? I ain't never going to sell. I'm just going to earn yield. Man, they got people spooked. And by the time people, it's like now you can get Bitcoin, but look what you're getting. Look where you're getting it at. By the time you can get in and get you a nice, the clarity's there and everything. I mean, you might be looking at by the time everything falls into place. That's why Jake came out with that crazy number. Jake is too smart to just throw out $1,500 to $2,000 by January 2026. That dude ain't stupid, man. There ain't nothing about Jake Claver that's stupid. Nothing. That dude knows what he knows. This dude is connected to all the big players, Anchorage, people that BlackRock dealing with, Ripple, insight on insight. Huh? I think they're custodying close to a $500 million, something like that, close to it. This dude ain't stupid. He said of everything, and that's the thing that should get you excited. What is everything? What is everything? What does he mean by everything needs a line? What is everything? Some coins don't even got everything. They got some things, but not everything. We got everything. And when everything aligns, he said, everything lines up, $1,500 to $2,000. And then somebody said, I'll give you less than, I'll give you half $1,500. If it gets to $750, he says, okay, I'll do that too. If everything lines up, I ain't changing the everything. It's still everything. Has to line up. And guys, here's the thing that I have a question for you guys, because in my life, I've been able to make money by positioning myself before everything happens. I don't want to come in when everything happens. I don't want to come in when everyone's embraced it. I don't want to come in at Bitcoin now. I don't want to come in at Ethereum now. I knew about it back then. You want to come in when everything happens? Everything? Hell no. And that's what I'm saying, during the most egregious, one of the most difficult times ever. Linda P. Jones says it. Go to my channel. She says it. Huh? Go check out Linda. Go check out Molly Elmore and those videos that we did. And those, dude, we've got some of the biggest interviews ever. Ever. Linda P. Jones right there. Molly Elmore said the greatest blessings, or the greatest blessing will come from the biggest tragedy in crypto. One of the biggest scandals will create some of the biggest blessings. That's what they were talking about. That's what's happening right now. They want you out. Go check out Crypto for Life. Some of the biggest interviews in all of crypto. Some of the most brilliant minds right here. Yeah, we got shut down 3 or 4 times. Our numbers don't always show up, but damn it, they know who we are. They know who they're talking to. Game recognizes game. That's how I got all the people on my show. I know a lot of people did it after that, but I was one of the first ones to get the biggest names on the show. Game recognizes game. Facts. All right, let's move on, damn it. Y'all think we need a break by now? Huh? Let's look and see what some of my family has. GIG Gaming TV. Join post chain before it happens. God bless you, my brother. All right, who else is up in here? Who else up in here? Up in here. Up in here. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. In my opinion, Trump knew the whole time. He knew XRP would replace the Fed. He allowed Jay Clayton to start the lawsuit, knowing that he would be back in the White House and XRP would be the FUTU, if that's how you say it. That's crazy. They are protecting Swift. You already, come on now. Can you look? If you know Ethereum, Oroshengo, shouts out to Oroshengo. If you know that Ethereum paid to play and paid to get favor, you don't think Swift paying some people? What? Hold on now. I know we take 3 days to settle. I know where the dollars are, but hey, we'll give you. Oh, and they be like, oh, you don't give me that much? Shoot, I'll stay in a Model T. Can we put air conditioning in this? Shouts out to my beautiful queen Jeanette's in the house. That's my baby. Love my wife. Oh God, some people. These damn people. They playing us like they They hate us because it ain't us. That's a fact. Some of them mad because they ain't getting XRP at 12 cents, 20 cents. I think the bank's stopping Ripple. Ripple is like the Swift system. Yeah, they're trying to stop. That's the key word. The banks are trying to stop. They're just holding back. They look, man. They look what the SEC did. Maybe we can cause Ripple not to get the banking license for a little bit. They ain't stopping a damn thing. When do we think the SEC crap will be over? Mad at Max. Good to see you, Mad at Max. That's what we're talking about right now, man. Let's get back to it. That's what we're talking about right now. So banks are quickly adopting crypto. We're partnering. Coinbase comes out and says, we're partnering with Chase to accelerate crypto adoption. Now, when I saw this, I said, oh, that's cool. Banks are jumping in. They're getting it. They got the green light. But I also looked at this and said, man, F the banks. These mother effers. Chase was one of the banks that shut me down. Chase, a few of them. Because they didn't like, early on when I got into crypto in 2017, they didn't like crypto transactions. I remember going to my wife, damn, they shut me down, babe. Damn, they shut me down. Like, what happened? And it was all those The reason I knew is they were calling. You never get a call from bank representative. I was getting calls from banks like, "Hi, is this Mr. Yes, 68J?" They were calling my real name. I said, "Yes, it is." "Oh, we saw you did some transactions with crypto.com or with Coinbase or whatever." I said, "Okay. We're just trying to figure out. You weren't scammed, sir. No. What is the nature of this and that? And what's the nature of you having all that damn money? How'd you do that?" I was like, "Crypto, B!" And hung up the damn phone. Let me stop. Not really. I'm just playing. It's the coffee. Y'all pray for me. It's my wife's fault. The point I'm trying to make, guys, is that these damn banks. Let's just go past this. It brings up too much emotions. Like 5 of them shut me down. All right. Remembered when Chase shut down my account for being involved with crypto. Things are changing fast. This is from Eleanor Terry that says JP Morgan and Coinbase are partnering to make it easier for Chase customers to buy crypto, according to a press release from JP Morgan. The details. This is the same JP Morgan battery asset. Oh, they're all on board now. The details coming soon. JP Morgan customers will have the ability to fund Coinbase accounts with Chase credit cards. The 2026 direct bank to wallet transfers and one-for-one Chase Ultimate Rewards point redemptions will become available, marking the first time a major bank rewards programs can use by the crypto to buy crypto. Look at guys. They know your ass about to earn yield. They're trying to get everything in place. I think you'll probably at some point banks will be like, park your XRP here, park your crypto here. We'll give you a yield on it. You're damn straight. Hey, look, they're vultures. They're vultures. They hated it, and they still hating on it. But they're like, wait a minute, we ain't letting all this money go. What? There's so many things that are coming out. You see the Dopplers, you see the stuff that they're talking about right now with Flare and all these things as far as earning yield. Banks aren't letting that go. You know how much money you're talking? If they're going to offer your ass a 5% yield, what are they making? Some of these companies, I just saw when it came out here not too long ago, talking about 10% yield on your XRP, on your RLUSD, up to 6 or 10%. God dang, what? Come on now. The banks want some of that damn money. Oh, God. Let's keep it going. They know it, though. And that's how you know. It's like you hated on it. You did everything you could do to destroy it, the banking cartel, like Linda P. Jones and Molly Elmore calls it, and yet now you playing the game. They just wanted to stifle it. They just wanted to slow it down. They wanted to get position. They're like, wait a minute, what, all this money? And the CEOs of the banks and all the big-time people in the banking were like, oh, hell no, y'all better take all that? My kids are getting paid. We're like the Rockefeller. We're creating generational money scamming these people out of there. Oh, Lord. Yeah, Zebek doing this thing, too. I called this one to a T regarding crypto. Paul Barron comes out and says, just in, White House crypto report drops with no details about the strategic Bitcoin reserve. Huh? They said it so quick. Bitcoin strategic reserve, XRP, ADA, and Solana. Now it's like crickets. Oh, God. They failed to mention the strategic Bitcoin reserve that crypto markets have been anticipating for months. The full story. While the White House report stays quiet on Bitcoin reserves, here's what we know about XRP and other digital assets in Trump's broader crypto strategy. The reality, Trump's March executive order actually separated Bitcoin from other digital assets. That might actually be a blessing and we don't even realize it. Creating a strategic Bitcoin reserve for Bitcoin only and a separate U.S. digital asset stockpile for altcoins, including, but not limited to, the number one asset in the world, it wasn't the world, but in the United States. First thing he mentioned, XRP. It wasn't even Solana next. It was like ADA, Solana, and then he came back and mentioned ETH. It's funny how they throw it up in there. Yeah, we know the truth. We saw those posts still exist. Okay, let's see here. 2 years, it says, this is from Omnix, is that how you said? In 2 years, owning 1,000 XRP could feel like owning 1,000 Bitcoin in 2013. They'll call you lucky. You'll know it was conviction. And I do believe he is right. I do believe in 2 years. In 2 years. Think about that. 24 months. 24 months. That ain't nothing. 2 years. 1,000 XRP would be like owning 1,000 Bitcoin. Where does the price have to be at? What does the price have to be at? I think in 2 years from now. Brad said 14%. Not all at once. 14% of SWIFT. Not all at once. Huh? Little by little by little. 3% by 3% by 3%. However it works out. 14%. 1,700 NDAs. XRP ETFs. Regulatory clarity. Ripple files banking license. Case SC still full of Chicago. We need to get that done. All these things. There's about 8 to 10 different things that could happen. And to send this thing institutional. My God, 1,000 XRP. They're gonna call you crazy. You ain't got no damn 1,000 XRP. I told y'all already, huh? Yeah, Zebek is on fire. Zebek is on fire. I know a lot of people are excited about Zebek. It's on fire. I brought that up just a while ago. On fire. Boom. On fire. Not back to where it was at, but it's still on fire. All right. Shouts out to the community on that one. Okay, here we go. XRP is outperforming most major crypto, says Smoke. XRP outperforming Bitcoin and the broader market. Documented 4 times down below. The critical thinkers, retail emotions are more volatile than crypto prices. Emotions distort thoughts. Distort thoughts lead to bad decisions. That's a fact. We talk about that all the time. Stay with the facts. Facts. That's how you stay aligned with reality. XRP has remained a profitable investment across all time frames for those who held long term, as did Bitcoin, as did Ethereum, as did a lot of assets. Don't take my word for it. The data shows documentation beats conversation. Right here, since the start of January 2023, we note that only Solana and XRP outperformed Bitcoin across the time frame. And the regulatory clarity achieved for XRP after a prolonged lawsuit. God, things are a brewing. Things are a brewing. You don't gotta take my word for it. Look at the charts. Look at the charts. What does the charts tell you? Huh? Know what you hold. Larger cap tokens demonstrated relative resilience with XRP topping. It's all right there. All right, let's move on. Damn, I'm already over an hour. Shoot. Okay. You gotta love it. Actually, 10K, and okay, so this is Altcoin Daily. So if you would have invested 10K into each of these 10 assets exactly 2 years ago, this is your portfolio value today. Well, they got that a little wrong. He got this a little wrong because they said 2 years ago. 2 years ago. I the one that did the math. 2 years ago, no, just not even 9 months ago. If you'd have put 10,000 in XRP, you'd be at 63,000. So those numbers are off. They'll tell you what they want you to hear. It's all good. They'll tell you what they want you to hear. And there were only, and there's only about 46 billion XRP left for the world to have. These will go faster than people. Oh, come on, man. Facts, Crypto Clay. Crypto Clay knows. I'm telling you, man. Man. Just wait till that supply show. It's not going to be a supply show. Oh, come on. We're not talking about Michael Sellers and Kathy Woods here. We're talking about institutions, baby. We're talking about Swift, baby. Wake your ass up. Yo, Paul Atkins. In case you didn't see my previous post regarding this, blah, 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 blah. Tell me when the SEC officially drops an appeal against Ripple. Nobody's trying to hear all this. Paul came out with a thing. I'm pleased to share that the SEC approved in-kind creation and redemptions for crypto ETPs. The approvals continue to build a rational, ain't nothing been rational about this damn lawsuit. Rational? Drop the damn appeal. Rational? Don't talk about rational. Huh? And then it goes into and says, leading for a deeper and more dynamic market, which benefit all Americans. How about benefiting the damn XRP army been sitting around waiting for 4 damn years? Until then, kiss our assets. Let me make sure that's clear. Assets. Let me stop. Protect your mental health by avoiding clowns. I've seen a whole lot of them when I had that clip went viral this morning. A whole lot of clowns in there. I blocked more people today than I blocked prior since I had a channel. It's crazy. A lot of dumbass people. All right, let's move on. Look at all these rumors getting us nowhere. I got no time. Remember that song? Look at all these rumors. Can't take it no more. Anyway, this is John Squire says, rumor alert. The U.S. government might be planning a massive XRP acquisition as soon as tomorrow. And I see, guys, nothing against his brother here because he follows me, I follow him. But a lot of times these rumors don't make sense. They don't play out half the time. Show me some facts. What did Bernie Mac said? The great late Bernie Mac. He said, I don't believe in shit. He said, I don't believe in shit until shit happens. In this Bernie Mac voice. I don't believe in shit until shit happens. All right, anyways, let's move on. Ditto. Okay, I'm not going to use that word because that's not politically correct. He says the more cray-cray XRP haters, the more cray-cray XRP haters there are, the more bullish I am. I agree with that. I didn't want to say the R word. Nothing to see here, just the world embracing crypto. And this is talking about Coinbase adds Samsung Pay for crypto purchases in the U.S. and Canada. Now you can get crypto through Samsung Pay? My God. Ripple Van Winkle was a guest on my show. Shouts out to my brother. Said the Fed isn't cutting rates tomorrow. And I put another blah, blah, blah day. And I agree with him. Ain't nothing got cut. Here we are. Nothing got cut. Now, this is the CEO, I believe. Is the CEO of XDC, the co-founder of XDC, confirms XDC ETF application will be filed. If you guys are interested in this, I'm not going to go through it because it's just another filing. Got to get approved. Okay, and I got XDC. I'm just tired of seeing all these. Pending. I agree 1,000%. Patience pays in crypto. That's a fact. XDC is now available on Binance US. Did it make the price go up? Let's see. We already looked at this. I'm being facetious. I already know. We looked at this already. What did it take to price the XDC? XDC is a big deal, by the way, guys. It's a big deal. It was already higher. It was higher than that. Sometimes what they do is they sell the news before it, and then the price goes up, and then it kind of comes down a little bit. But this is a big deal. XDC now on Binance US. You can go right here in the US and get it. That's a big deal. Until they 100% drop it, the SEC can kiss the XRP assets. Wait a minute, I forgot that part. Assets. Let me stop. Bill Morgan comes out and says the SEC has not withdrawn the appeal. Has not! For all those people, oh, didn't they withdraw the appeal? I'm telling you right now, this is what Bill Morgan put out. The SEC has not withdrawn the appeal in the Ripple matter yet. There is no deadline for the SEC to withdraw the appeal. However, the SEC needs to report to the appeal court by the 15th of August, 2025, which acts as a deadline for the SEC to do something, although it may just ask for more time. That's what I'm talking about. The crap, the strategy, the confusion, the manipulation, the bull crap. All right. We will hear something about this matter in the next 2 weeks. That's all. That's the one thing about these. Oh my God! And I'm so tired of hearing about. Everybody said Thursday they got a Sunshine Act meeting, and on Thursday in the Sunshine Act they got to mention something about. No, they ain't got to mention a damn thing. That they've been having those damn Thursday meetings for the whole lawsuit over the 4 years. Oh Lord, you gotta love it. I actually read the white papers, and here's what nobody's telling you. XRP is already in global bank rails. ETH runs enterprises contracts. It's all right here. What does each coin do? Facts on facts on facts. Make sure you guys go check it out. Pretty much all crypto has been programmed to view every crypto like a meme rug token. Many don't get it. Anthony Wanner, that's my man. Okay, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac now accept cryptocurrency for loan risk management. Yeah, that's dope right there, Jay Henry. I posted some on this. I'll get to it in a minute. I know I posted something on that. It says in crypto, we've had the hype cycle, we've had the potential cycle, and now we're going into the utility cycle. And the hype cycle made people money, and the potential cycle made people money. But then you got to go back and ask yourself, what do some of those coins actually do? What do they actually do? I know you got in early. Hell, I had one of them damn near hit a meal ticket. But what does it actually do? We might not get back to those highs from the hype cycle. We might not get back to the highs from the potential cycle. We're in the utility cycle. Incoming. Pay attention. Know what you hold. All right, breaking. Dom predicts XRP will be $1,000 by 2030. Now, I know a lot of you guys saw this already, and I think I might have flash showed it yesterday, but let's check it out again. Why not?
And I know a lot of people have been asking for my price targets on XRP, and I think this is the first time I'll say it, but I think XRP is heading to $1,000 by 2030. So.
1,000 by 2030. You got a problem with that? If you do, I don't know what's wrong with you. People failed to realize it took Bitcoin 15 years to get to where it's at. 15 years. Da Vinci J came out like 13 years or so ago, 14, whatever it was. Get some Bitcoin for $1, $1 freaking dollar, years ago. So you're talking about 4.5 years? You can't wait for XRP to get to 1,000? Your ass might need to do some more research, and maybe you don't need to be in crypto if that's what you're not thinking. Pay attention.
For me, it's a super important project, and actually probably one of the most important projects out there at the moment.
And finally,
one of the most important projects out there at the moment. One of the I'm gonna just play it again. I don't even got the amazing accent to say it the way he says it. Maybe we need to listen to this one more time. Just listen.
And I know a lot of people have been asking for my price targets on XRP, and I think this is the first time I'll say it, but I think XRP is heading to $1,000 by 2030. So for me, it's a super important project, and
4 years and 6 months. 4 years and 6 months. 4 years and 6 months. What you gonna do in 4 years and 6 months? What? Some people said 30,000. Some people say 10,000. He went to the low end, 1,000. Why would you even say that, my man Dom? Why would you say that, Dom? That's my man Dom, by the way. You guys don't know Dom actually follows me and followed back. And we had some pretty cool conversation. Dom's a cool cat. Dom, why would you say $1,000, Dom?
Actually, probably one of the most important projects out there at the moment.
One of the most important projects out there at the moment. I don't know what else to do besides that but say Crypto for Life Chicago Coin Family. XRP Army, guess what? This is for you.
This one, does it like it is. Got them switching gears, new Ferrari with the 10s. On some bullet shit, stop crying, start buying, getting bags. I ain't lying. Money multiplying, call it rocket science. I'm so tired of this crypto control. You already know, basically let money go. Swimming in the dough, SEC gets exposed. Tomorrow's the day we gon' blow.
Tomorrow's the day we don't worry about today. Don't worry about today. Get yourself positioned. Stop looking for microwavable results. Know what you hold. Thank God the things that have happened has happened. They're dragging their feet. It gives you more time. Good Lord.
I'll be better off when you selling at a loss, not caring what it costs. I ain't when it drop, waiting for the flip flop to the tip top. While you watching TikToks on my new wristwatch, hit that Vegas crypto meter. Hello, nice to meet you. Show with DAI like we do it all the time. Did a show with Lady E in the bag, man. The next night, a moon party, so you know we had to take flight. What? So many years and it's still no cheers. If you're selling, then I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? And how high will it go when the XRP get the looting?
Oh, yeah.
Some using when you know that you ain't losing.
What?
Going back to go back, got them choosing. Which one? Bag it up. This one? Bag it up.
Greatest family on planet Earth. EARF. Let's keep it going. Let me guess. Huh? Michael Arrington came out and says, sometime tomorrow, the White House will release a long-awaited report from the President's Working Group. And what we got, I'll put it right here. A, just a nothing burger. B, they keep beating around the bush. C, I called it out. This was yesterday. Say enough to get our hopes up while doing nothing so they can keep expanding their personal crypto bags. Or, and I put, that was ABC. And then I put Q. Whatever happened to zero capital gains tax, by the way, on digital assets like XRP, Solana, and ADA? What happened to that? The American crypto, what happened to that? Optimistic conclusion for today, which I put out yesterday. Yeah, just more BS. And that's what happened. More BS. I might have called that one out. Sorry, guys. I give a damn about many things in life, but haters and those who refuse to listen, and there's a whole bunch of them, they're not one of them. Anybody feels like that? Huh? You ain't got time for trying to commit folks. Hell no. Either you get it, you don't. This is where life-changing happens, right here. Bitwise says stablecoins are going parabolic. Big things are happening. In the future, they won't believe you even have 100 XRP after it hits 1,000. There's going to be some, man, people, get out of here, Jay Henry. You don't got no 100 XRP. Jay Henry, no, I got more than that. You ain't got no 100, Jay Henry. Stop telling me that, Jay Henry. Shouts out to Jay Henry, 16 months of support, have been around from day one. When crypto will moon, you file your name or LLC. When crypto moon, will you file in your name or LLC? I think the right answer for that, Jay Claver. Huh? Jay Claver. Yeah, baby. I'm not a financial advisor, but I think you know the answer to that, Jay Henry. Huh? I think all y'all know the answer to that. Because I ain't a tax advisor. I ain't a financial advisor. I ain't none of that. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. And if I say it, everybody be like, well, 6'8" told me. Good Lord. Huh? Have a plan. Have a plan. He put it in there. He knows what he's talking about. He said, when crypto moon, will you file in your name or LLC? Your name or LLC? That's up to you figure out. Good Lord. I'm ready to get biblical. What am I talking about? JD came out and says XRP on the verge of having its final biblical move against BTC in the coming months, right before historical 90% crash that will wipe out most investors. And guys, Da Vinci J, if you go to Da Vinci, if there's something you did, the guy knows his Bitcoin. And he came out and did a TA on Bitcoin, I think it was like a day or two, where he says he's expecting a major Bitcoin crash. Just saying, do your research. Do your own damn research. I say, do you, and F what they think. Words of Wisdom says, when in silence, let them think you're losing. I ain't got to tell them. I ain't got to make them think I'm losing. They can kiss my assets. See, I said it together. That's assets. Damn it, I ain't trying to hurt nobody. All right, guys, let's get up out of here. We're an hour and 13 minutes, about the right time. Jay Henry in the house. That's my dog. That's my dog. Jay Henry in the house. Thanks, Gary. I heard Jake say one of his clients almost got liquidated. That will be, yep, you got to be careful with that one. Crypto Outlaw in the house. We got Silver Days XRP, X Lloyd. That's my dog. Thanks for the virtual hug, my brother, aka Super Chat. That's my man, Pots and Pans. Silver Days XRP. Always let you guys know. Hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. Appreciate you in a major way, brother. We got Hustle Hard and Crypto, huh? Anthony Wanner. That's my dog. Anthony Man, the Myth, the Wanner. Crypto Outlaw in the house. BitVR in the house. Appreciate you, my brother. He says you're right. Thank you, my man. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Sound like a damn rap group, but nevertheless, they're allowing people to now use their crypto assets. And I thought I had that marked in here somewhere. Going towards home loans and how, being qualified for, housing and things like that. That's crazy. Being able to use look at my bag. They'll be like, your bank account no show, but look at my bag. Oh, shoot, you do got a lot of money. Let me stop. Orchango, Crypto for Life. Beside reaching of XRP, I know Zebek will, I got Zebek too. XRP was created only once, and when it's gone, it's gone. Facts. Crypto Clay in the house. We got Mad Max. What is it? Mad at Max is in the house. Good to see you, my brother. Crypto Clay, Jane Henry, Marvin Davis is my man. Big Bro Tim, my sis. Jose in his house. Jose. Crypto Clay, my dog. Appreciate you in a major way. He said, I got my Zebek back. Pack, baby. Don't be hating. Don't be hating. We got Crypto Clay in the house. We got Crypto Outlaw. This is ETH will dump. It says this is from Y Sing. How to say your name? Is it Urovich Singh? I can't pronounce it, brother. Sorry. ETH dump. I think all market. I think we're going to continue to have higher highs and higher lows. Will it dump like I don't know. I don't know the answer to that other than we're going to continue to have higher highs and higher lows. Hey, there's Bitcoin people out there. Bitcoin Max, and we're in for a nice little pullback. We'll see how it plays out. My beautiful queen, Jeanette's in the house. Shouts out to Thanks Gary. Shouts out to Gig Gaming TV in the house. Jay Henry, I see you, brother. Marvin Davis. Crypto Clay. X Lloyd. My brothers. Brit VR in the house. X Lloyd, good to see you. Orishango. I think I got some of the same people I'm saying, huh? Guys, I appreciate you guys in a major way. I've seen early it was Melissa World Be Free was in the house. Appreciate you, sis. Who else is up in here? Beekeeper69 in the house. What's up, brother? Greatest family. Bullet Bird. I see you, my man. Bullet Bird, Mike O. Shouts out to Dave. Shouts out to Josh. Shouts out to Firemaster. All my family. I know. Go back and watch this. Pump it up. Shouts out to X-Lloyd for the virtual hug. Shouts out to all my members. Been hanging with me for a while. Montana, good to see you. Roderick Sumner is in the house. Good to see you. Guys, we got the greatest family on planet Earth. EARF. Daniel R. Smith in the house. All right, guys, before we get up out of here, the only way to let you guys know how much I appreciate it, and shouts out to Erica Garcia and the Garcia family. Wishing everyone a great day ahead. Shouts out to Elias. Shouts out to Laz. Shouts out to Paul. Shouts out to the Garcia family. And looking forward to seeing them again very soon. Shouts out to Jay Henry and for Anthony Wanner being members for a long, long time. Some of my biggest supporters. And before we get up out of here, y'all deserve the rest of the song. Guess what? Crypto for Life, Chicago Coin Family, XRP Army, and all those who support our channel and our movement and all that we do. We love you, and this is for you.
Pull up in a spacecraft and bags on us. Get into them bags with them stacks on us. In a different bracks where they try to tax on us. Government some lies, but them bags blowing up. Spitting 16s, keep them bags stuffed up. Give you more game than your mainstream rappers. Told you get the bag, disconnect from the fuzz. Your favorite rapper clone and he can't beat trust. Move to a different code so they can't tax us. Golden passports, rocket ships like buzz. We light years ahead of the herd, like they don't want you to get rich, but die trying. But I slid you the crypto list, so start buying, and I'll see you already know. Top when we start flying. Upgrade the shit, push a button, autopilot. Party all night, so we just keep flying.
Appreciate you too, my brother. Appreciate you so much. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys listen to Blockchain Monkeys.
So many years and there's still no cheers. If fear selling, then I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? And how high will it go when the XRP get the moving? It's amusing when you know that you ain't losing. Going back to go back, got them choosing. Bitch, what? Bag it up.
Here come the monkeys.
Here come the monkeys.
Woo!
We look
looking for that astro flip. Guacamole, I want the whole damn dip. I got my spacesuit on, yeah. I want the whole damn ship. And if you bring in any further, bust the whole damn clip.
Come on.
We do our own research here. Over ledger on a t-shirt here. We in the jungle, I know. They like, monkey, how you see so clear? I did my homework, so he don't care. Yeah. Sitting on the ledger with the bag, man. And I just bought Quant.
Love and appreciate you guys too, DCA Crypto Dave. Much love to all you guys. Thank you so much, X Lord. Thank all of you guys. You guys mean the world to me. That's why we keep doing what we do, because of you.
With my bad hand, a little Globians and XTC,
and a little more XRP.
We not playing.
What?
So basically, we repping for the same set.
Yeah.
Cause we was here way before the main net.
Greatest family.
Who would have thought that crypto
on
tales
planet
would
Earth
come together on a topic that we know so well? Music.
So many years and it's still no cheers. If fear selling and I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? How high will it go when the XRP get the mooning? It's amusing when you know that you ain't losing. Going back to go back, got 'em choosing. Which one? Bag it up. This one? Stack it up.
Appreciate and love you guys. Until next time, it's your boy James, aka 68J. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you next time. Peace. Greatest family on planet Earth. EARF. Yeah. My sexy queen.